saw the trailers right now for Sprint that's coming out. You're obviously one of the featured athletes. What are you most looking forward to, and what should the fans expect with this new series that's coming out on Netflix?
I feel like they're more a sport of brand for ourselves in the future of the athletes that come behind us.
What are you hoping the athletes that come in the future gain from this?
More sponsorship, more knowledge about our sport.
You talk about the business of track and field. What got you really interested in making sure that you're not just an athlete first, but business first, and focusing in on the compensation coming in?
At the end of the day, sports in, and what do you got after sports?
How's your recent training been, and how are you kind of working with the group in LA?
Training's going good, working great with the group in LA, can't complain.
Yeah. How you feeling about 100, 200? I know you're going to do both, but which are you feeling? Are you feeling confident in both?
I'm always feel confident. That's just I wouldn't get into the nature of competing if I don't feel confident in my ability.
And this year, you haven't run a 400 yet, and you're kind of taking, it looks like a little bit of a different approach than last year and some past years, would you say? And what do you think we're about to see now that you're going to get at least a little bit of trials in
Just
there?
more about the technical side of the 100. I don't want my form to break the last 10, 20 people of the race, so it's more about the technical of the 100. Hey, hold the best, hold the speed down, the longest.
We saw a hot race in Jamaica, kind of the first one of the year, 2 9/8s in there. As you're assessing your competition, are you exactly where you want to be, and you think you can blow that time away maybe?
I don't think I really pay attention to my competitors. It's all about me and my lane.
Yeah.
So what's a great kind of was last year's Worlds a motivating factor for you this year?
I feel like last year competing in Budapest was definitely motivated. I know what I left on the table.
Fred, I guess what did Coach see in practice that gave the green light to race this weekend? Because I guess you were supposed to race in Europe, or what was that?
I was supposed to race in Rio, but Coach sucked, so whatever happened to Coach's table, stayed with Coach's table.
So I talked to Wade and Dream, and they said since how competitive their groups is, practice is almost, they know where they're at just based on going against their guys. Do you kind of have that feeling with guys? Yeah, so you're
Yeah, I definitely know where I'm at.
So you go into this, what are you trying to get out of this race?
Definitely know where I'm at.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You mentioned you put it out on social media. Hey, world record next time we're hitting the track in the 100. What are you feeling in practice that you're yeah, I'm confident that a big time can come around?
Times of training, technique, everything.
So what are those technical aspects you're working on?
Well, you had to be in training to see where my coaching that I saw.
Fair enough.
You mentioned you have a desire to see more compensation for track and field athletes. Do you feel like inflation in the U.S. the past year has made things really hard for these Team USA athletes to compete and train for their sport and focus?
I feel like if I was from a different country, I'd be living like a king. You know what I'm saying? So, but living in America, how the world in America working on a lot of us struggling day in and day out. So if I was definitely living in another country, I'd be living like a king.
What are some of the biggest changes you want to see to how athletes are compensated?
Just once we get to the top, just make sure our country take care of them. From other countries, a lot of countries take care of their athletes. Our government don't take care of our athletes.
What did you think about this Ultimate World Championships, 150,000 prize, that sort of
I
thing?
don't think I'll actually dig into that yet, so don't worry about me.
But just more opportunities is always good.
Definitely more opportunity for the athletes.
Okay.
Fred, in Tokyo, there are so many really young U.S. track and field athletes making their first debut. A lot of you guys have kind of grown up together this past cycles. What do you expect out of that team as a whole?
Team USA, we're supposed to dominate every time. So
Fred, you mentioned you hope you wish governments would take care of their I know they do so overseas. Why do you think the American government should do something that you guys can?
Because it's fucked.
What's that?
Because it's fucked.
Why is it fucked?
Simple as that. It's fucked.
What are some of the specific struggles you've seen with track and field athletes as inflation's gotten worse recently?
A lot of athletes got a day job too, so it's just hard to have a day job and that's each and every day. So a lot of them got a day job, but they got to focus on make money do something they love. So it's just hard to work and do something day by day. It's hard for the nature of a lot of people's lives.
I hear you talk over the years. It seems like you've got a really good sense for business. Where's that come from?
Being in a position I come up
4x4. Not sure if you want to be involved in that. If some individuals are there, is that still something that you want to do? Pursue being in the 4x4 at the Olympics?
Not necessarily back to your question, not necessarily now, but
So is that a 4x4 goal of yours to be on, or are you still focusing on one?
wherever I'm on my own. It doesn't really